Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started now that we got through all the homework there. I want to talk a little bit about myself. Obviously, Jeremy mentioned just a moment ago that my business, Rick Brown Family Funeral Home, is selected as Business of the Year for the City of Mission, and that's quite an honor, but there's some stuff that you just don't see when you see that. I opened up my business, and actually Connie over here, she was here when she's been a mentor of mine for many years, and she was there the day one, I think, when we opened up. But to make a long story short, I opened up my business in partnership with my family in December of 1999, and I'll be honest, none of us had any idea how to run a business. My parents had run another funeral home in town for over 25 years, but they'd never been involved on the aspect of running the business. They were involved in operating the business, but nothing about anything that was in the back room there. So we opened up with $35 in our pocket. And I can remember that day that we had our first funeral with $35. We all wanted to celebrate, but instead of celebration, what we were facing a day of an unknown future, and we were really, really nervous about it. To make a very long story short, we struggled, and basically that $35 we started with, we never grew that. We only had $35 in our pocket for about the next 11 to 12 years. And, my thought process at the time was I need to dress for success. So it was important to me to drive an Escalade. It was important to me to have a big house. It was important to me to have all the finest everything, but what it came with was a skinny wallet. And I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea why I couldn't keep money in my hands. It was like sand in my hands and it would fall out. And so about 11 to 12 years ago, I decided that I've got to change something. That's when I started putting godly principles into my business. These principles included tithing, prayer, seeking counsel from godly leaders, and surrounding myself with key people that could help me. So it's been nearly 13 years since we've done that change, and today I find myself in a very different situation. The announcements you heard would never have happened if I hadn't changed the way I was doing business. Because of the lessons that you'll learn today, my business became truly successful, and I believe that you can become truly successful as well. Today, instead of struggling to find $35 in my pocket, I'm a leader in this industry, not just locally, but on a statewide level. I sit on the Texas Funeral Service Commission for Governor Abbott. Also, lately, there's been a lot of move for me in the national scene, which is just something that's been unheard of for someone in the funeral industry in the Rio Grande Valley. We have grown to 3 locations. We've added a flower shop, and recently this old man has learned to do some social media and also some print media. Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm the only guy with gray hair on TikTok. But my number one advice for business owners is you have to remember that you're in the people business. I'm not in the funeral business, I'm in the people business. And it doesn't matter what business you're in, take care of the people that are your clients. Be in the people business, and everything else will kind of just work out. But I know that if you'll apply the lessons you learned today, you'll be successful.